Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are here for another episode of some ridiculous reverb listings. Got some doozies for you today. And if you'd like to submit your own reverb listing to see on the show, I will link down below in the description. Let's just jump on into it, shall we? 2003 PV JSX Triple X Joe Satriani personally owned and toured PV prototype amplifiers. That's pretty cool, honestly. Instantly cool factor is pretty good. You can see there's been some things added for the shift and all that stuff. That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. Oh. Wow. Wow. That's pretty cool. A prototype signed by Joe Satriani. I assume that's his signature anyway. I don't know. But that's some of his Joe Satriani's one of his tour amps. That's really cool. You know what? I bet this is going to be a really great price. I forgot to even look. Number 2, yep. Joe sold off a bunch of stuff a couple of years ago, I believe, through Bananas at Large. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Super cool amplifier. Yep, there's James Brown on the left. That's really cool. That's really cool. $5,000. Woo! I mean, God. I get that there's some huge Joe Satriani fans. And I get that there's some really big PV fans. I'm a big PV fan. I love PV. I love the JSX. I like the Triple X. Is anybody paying $5,000 for anything PV? Really? It's a cool amp. That's cool. That's a really cool amp. I would love to own it. That's a lot of money. That's a pretty ridiculous reverb listing, if I do say so myself. Next listing, Alembic Series 2 2004 Coca-Cola Roman for $18,000. Okay, so if you didn't know, Alembics are the top of the mountain for construction for musical stringed electric instruments, right? Guitars and basses. Most famously, they're known for their basses, I would say, especially when they started out in the 70s. It's like no expense spared. We're gonna use this, 3,000-year-old wood that Jesus was crucified on. I'm being sarcastic here, but I'm just saying, like, they use extremely exotic woods a lot of the times, and like, the craftsmanship, people write books about. They're crazy instruments, right? Alembic. But their shapes are an acquired taste. An acquired taste. Their shapes are an acquired taste. Look at that construction. What, 7-piece neck? Neck through. That's sick. Their shapes are pretty wild and medieval looking. Here's how you can tell a fake Alembic from a real Alembic. If it doesn't look like it was a medieval torture device or weapon used by, the Knights of the Round Table, then it's not a real Alembic. Easy. But they make everything in-house. They make their hardware, their bridges, their pickups, all that stuff, right? So it's pretty cool, but oh man, that is just not for me. That is not, it's the nice way of saying I don't like it. That is ugly as sin. That is not for me. I don't know. That is a absolutely ridiculous looking bass. Full stop. When you tack on the $18,000 for the bass, I was told that it's $45,000 to build today. No one is paying $45,000 for a bass? Who? Find me. Comment down below if you've bought $45,000 basses. Please, I want to hear from you. What were you thinking? Jeez. I mean, that's like a third of a Dumble lamp. You could do a lot with that money. Oh my God. Olympic Series 2, 2004. Ridiculous. Next listing. Oak Creek Guitars Batmobile Guitar 2022 Black Red Cruise. Oh my goodness. There's a flamethrower out the back of this guitar, guys. If you're not familiar with the 60s Batman TV show, this is aesthetically modeled after the Batmobile from the 60s TV show. That's pretty cool. Yeah, might be cool. I'm not really sure. So it was done for a guitar show. Bat tone, bat volume. That's pretty cool. Like I love the aesthetic. Is the shape my thing? No. Not at all. But I can appreciate it was meant to be a quirky TV show tribute kind of a thing for a guitar show competition thing. That's pretty cool. It is wow. So in the transitions, for you kids who've never seen the show, like Batman would punch the villain and like pow and sock and, you know, to be more comic book like. These are the things that they did on TV back in the 60s when I was just 10 years old. I'm not that old, but you know, my father, he was a big fan of the show when he was a kid. Wayne Enterprises case, that's pretty cool. All right, the guitars won me over. 5,000 bucks, I hate it. Smash it into the ground. No, I'm just kidding, don't smash it into the ground. That is super, super cool, and I'm sure it's awesome. I'm sure that is a ridiculously awesome guitar. Not my thing. $5,000 is not my thing either. But you know what? Hey, teach their own. Next listing. Jackson Peter Max JRS 1 1997 Peter Max Original, $20,000. I just blacked out. Where am I? $20,000. Is this an art piece thing? So it's signed right on the front. It says 1997. This guy's painted some things and then has done some. It's a Jackson. Did Jackson collab with this? Or is this just a off-the-shelf Jackson that someone like customized and painted? We're gonna get to the bottom of this. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like the color. So it's a USA Jackson. Looks, you know, a little beat up, but all right. All right. 1998. Letter of authenticity. All right. All right, cool. So an artist, Peter Max, commissioned to hand paint 12 of these back in 97 and only completed 4. Truly a work of art. Biggest names, Neo Pop Art, and his works have fetched upwards of $500,000. Okay, so here's what I wonder with these things. You have an artist and this is not what they do. And then someone's like, hey, draw on my guitar. Like, draw on 12 of them, paint them, bro. And the guy's like, all right. Gets out the marker. You like that? Okay, sick. I'll do another one. Like, I have to think, like, come on. What does this mean? 20,000 bucks for this thing? Who cares? I mean, I get this is a niche thing for some art collector. For Lars Ulrich is probably gonna buy this tomorrow. You're gonna see it on Metallica.com. And I get that this is a niche art thing. However, no one who is into that kind of thing is now on Reverb going, oh my God, one finally came up. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if I'm making any sense, but you know, it's already been marked down $5,000 and it's, you know, it's been listed for 3 years. I don't think you're gonna sell it on Reverb, homie. That's just me. Truly ridiculous. Next, Ibanez ARZ 307 2001 satin black modified for $500, guys. I don't get what's so ridiculous about this. It was a forever guitar for me until recently. I started playing ESP and LTDs. It's a sturdy workhorse. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty good deal for one of these, I would say. 7-string, single cut. And what? What? Ah! What? What? You just redid the headstock and you lopped it off. What? Why would you do that? Oh my goodness. I literally have nothing to say. What the hell? To the description we go. Modified headstock for weight relief. So it was like really neck heavy. And he just decided to just sanded neck for that non-sticky feel. Black vinyl for a blacked out fretboard. So there's vinyl on the fretboard. Okay. Oh man. Just lopped it off. Just cut that damn thing off. Wow. I admire the commitment. And I admire the panache it takes to list this guitar on Reverb for me to then show everybody else. Thank you, sir. Next listing. Dave Mustaine owned Jackson KV2 Anarchy Carina neck. So this is a got a piece of a smashed guitar. Dave smashed a guitar at some point. Yeah, he does that. Anarchy inlays. Okay. That thing was smashed. Jeez. Yeah. Yep, it's definitely smashed. Yeah, I see it. Yep. Yep. All right, cool. This is a broken off neck from Dave Mustaine's personal Carina Anarchy KV2. This part is non-functional, is meant to be a collector piece. I purchased this several years ago from Ernie Hudson, a guitar tech who worked with Megadeth from 96 to 99 and worked with Mark Tremonti, Tesla, blah, blah, blah. Even from it just being a broken piece, you can see the craftsmanship of the Carina neck shaft wood. Look at the craftsmanship though. I know it's part of it. It's a smashed part of a guitar, but look at the craftsmanship. Isn't this cool? Like it's on your wall and you're drinking wine. You're like, look at the craftsmanship in this thing. Isn't that just incredible? For $1,500. Oh man, yeah, I don't know. That's pretty ridiculous. And last but not least, we have an electric guitar made out of a vintage Star Wars Darth Vader action figure case, the Vader Costa. 2022 black plastic for $687. Look at this thing. That toy was probably worth way more before it got modded into a guitar. Look at that thing. It's not even centered. It's not even straight. It looks like his lips are like big old fat, like robot, like chompers. Why? Why? Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That is hilarious. And that neck's not even like a good neck. Like, oh man. What do? Like lay a piece of wood in there and then like bolt the neck to the wood? That's hilarious. That's a piece of wood screwed into the toy with a bridge with the saddles dropped. Oh man, that's horrible. I like how the light shining on his eye lenses makes it look like his eyes are like, hey, you guys. Sometimes when life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. But other times when life hands you a vintage Star Wars Darth Vader action case from the 70s, you make an electric guitar. It has a humbucker and a volume and a tone. Basically everything you need. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. I'm gonna conclude this episode by saying this is truly ridiculous. And if you have your own reverb listing that you would like to see on the show, I will link down below in the description. And while you're down there, stop on by any of my affiliate links or go on over and download some free Kemper Pro files or Logic recording templates on the website while you're at it. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.